Hello. Our first date was in Finsbury Square, just off Old Street, down on City Road, and we played bowls. We met. First time I saw Elle, there was like some 10k race going on, and she was on the other side of it, and it was kind of awkward way of being hey, and then she came. Finally got over to the other side of the road, and we went to a bar and had a gin and tonic, I think. And then we went over to the square and we played bowls. We got taught by the groundskeeper loosely what the rules were, and we played L1. And L wore this, well, what I remember being a black dress with kind of white buttons, but that might be wrong because she's told me it's wrong in the past. And then we went up to a bar which was nearby, and just caught up and like got to know each other. Quickly realised I probably would never see her again because she was from Ireland, and not living in London at the time. So it was a really nice date, but I assumed that would be the last time I'd see her. So if we could live anywhere in the world together, I think there'd be a number of places, and I don't think we know the answer really. There's obviously Ireland, which I think we've kind of fallen in love with the West Coast and think it's like a place we'd want to create a family near the coast, near the water. However, there's so many other places. We've spoken about Australia, other, well, yeah, just tons. Like we've even mentioned Cornwall again, just because of the memories we have there. But I think the solid answer, which makes the most sense for us, is Ireland. But then again, like we see ourselves living in London again, and then I'd love to live in so many different places for a good chunk of time, but that then sacrifices you laying roots and building a community and kind of really investing in the place and the people around you. I think we've been moving around a lot, and every time we leave, we're just about laid some foundations, which kind of it's a bit rubbish because you're just leaving the people that you like hanging around with. But I think the next 5 years we'll be able to make that decision and hopefully live in a couple of those places before properly kind of setting a base. So if Elle could be any brand of clothing, what would she be and why? She'd be a different brand each day, and I'm pretty certain she knows far more brands than I do, and I'm probably not going to answer this correctly. Um, there's a good bit of Ganni in her, but I don't know how. Yeah, I'm not. That's not the right answer. She's guilty of a Zara dupe, but she's not a dupe. So clothing, that's really tricky. But I'm going to cheat and say if she could be any brand of accessory, she'd be Seb Brown. I think that's really solid. Solid choice. Favourite show to binge watch? Yeah, actually, we don't watch a heck of a lot, but if we were to binge watch anything, or we tend to watch it week on week, would be RuPaul's Drag Race. I think that is the correct answer. The perfect weekend to do as a couple currently is to have no plans, have just a moment, and whether that includes a coffee, some nice food, but just not racing around, not traveling anywhere, a moment to kind of stop and enjoy each other's company. think that's quite rare. um, Favourite weekend, we had a really nice weekend in a shepherd's hut in Cornwall, so I'd say that would be the ultimate for me. Yeah. I don't think there's one answer for this again, so I'm going to cheat and just say Irish. Favourite drink? Probably take a Guinness any time of day. Summer, Aperol, Negroni, or like a rum and ginger beer if we're going out. When did I know I was going to marry Elle? I think Elle knew before, and it's a funny one for Finn because it was actually at her wedding that Elle told me that we'd be together. So I think that definitely, like, I was like, this is, and considering we'd only been going out for 6 months then, and that was the moment she'd kind of met my family, kind of like the whole behind the curtain thing where she knew everything about me. That's definitely when I kind of like dialed into us being together. But to be honest, I didn't really ever introduce anyone to my family. So when I asked her out in London outside like a pub in what was it, Spitalfields, I don't think I would have asked her to be my girlfriend if I couldn't see us being married. I know that's pretty hardcore, but yeah. So way back when, I don't think I would have ever introduced anyone to my family at that point in my life had I not think we could go the distance. So yeah. What would Elle grab first in a fire? I don't know, some fabric that she got from a charity shop that week, that was part of a project that was consuming her mind in that time and place. Or a cat, if we had one. Elle's hidden talent is being able to gauge someone instantly and reading them in a way that she'll have a feeling whether she'll like them or she doesn't. If Elle had one thing to take to a desert island, it would be sun cream. One of my favourite dates with Elle, we've had some really good ones where we've gone to events and done things like Royal Albert Hall or the cocktail bar that she took me to. However, I think my favourite one was something she did for my birthday in Cornwall. It was still in lockdown and we just went down to a beach and we made pancakes, had a swim, but that just felt like the best possible thing. Yeah, I'd take that today, tomorrow, any day of the year. Who said I love you first? Elle said it, but I don't know whether she'll admit to it. She said it when it was really early, when we were going out and we were off on a night out after a couple pre-drinks and we were walking down Ridley Road towards Kingston High Street, and she kind of we were just holding hands and she said it under her breath, and I was like, I didn't call her out on it, but like I know she said it, and yeah, so she was the first. And then I can't remember who said it after that. Favourite thing about Elle is probably the people we've become when we're together, the kind of team we are, like she's like not a comfort blanket, but like just a best friend. You feel like sounds, I don't know, I don't want this to sound like cliche, but it's like you become like a unit when you're together, and it's that feeling of enough, like I don't need anything else, like feel very like it's a feeling of comfort and happiness. And I think although I need to remind myself of that sometimes, I think my favourite thing about Elle is just the two of us together, like that kind of feeling where you're not second guessing yourself, or that we can sit in silence for 3 hours and weirdly have the best time, like we're completely comfortable in each other's company. And I think that's just what you look for in a partner. Well, it works for us. It sounds pretty boring, but yeah, I'd say our company. Yeah. Anyway, and I suppose I don't know what your weekend has consisted of, and thank you for all the ones that helped organise it. Look forward to all seeing you at the wedding, and yeah, hope you're having a good time taking care of my sister, and yeah, not speaking too much crap about me. Anyway, lots of love. See you soon. Bye.